Hello YouTube, it's Jacoby Gaming, bringing you an Assassin's Creed Black Flag video. In fact, this is the last Assassin's Creed Black Flag video, because I beat the game and it's time to do a review on it and put it away. Have it collect some dust. I'm going by 6 points in this review. We got graphics, performance, storyline, overall gameplay, side objectives, replay value, and online multiplayer. Let's start out with graphics. Keep in mind for graphics and performance, keep in mind I was playing on an Xbox One. Now if you have a $5,000 supercomputer, you're gonna get some better graphics and some better performance. If you have an Xbox 360 arcade, you are not gonna get that good of graphics and not that good of performance. I was just picking out the arcade because it's the oldest. Graphics, stunning on the Xbox One. I think this game really showed the graphics that it could do, even though Rise was kind of like that game that they just kind of used to show off and flex their muscles. This one is just stunning. I really enjoyed this. In performance, it ran fine. There was I don't even think I ever got a lag spike in it. It was very, very well done. And it's good for such a big world. It's very, very good. We'll touch on that later. Storyline. Great storyline. I really enjoyed this. It fooled me a few times. I thought it was going to end, but it never did. Very, very good storyline. And now, overall gameplay. You have 3 subcategories for this. You have land, sea, and free running, basically, which is a big aspect of land. But for the sea, very in depth. You know, there's so many different types of ships. Each ship has a different amount of attacks on it. You can upgrade your ship to get different attacks and more powerful and everything. The combat was good, fluent. Then we go over to land. And the land combat, it was a piece of cake. It was so easy. The land, the scenery is just crazy. Both land and sea. The land one has just as much detail as I would have expected in an Assassin's Creed game. But the free running. This has always been an issue for me. And it's been bad. I have died many of times from slipping, like this video I'm about to show you.
Derpity derp 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 derp.
Okay, as you can see there, that was horrible. He just slipped. He just derped out and slipped. That was a major issue. But now on to side objectives. There's plenty of them. There is way too many of them. It can be overwhelming at some points, but it doesn't really overwhelm you. For how many of them there are, it doesn't overwhelm you. It's just you just know that they're there and you get to them eventually. There's so many of them. Play through the campaign and then you'll unlock more of them if you haven't already. Replay value. I've never been a big fan of replaying games. I'd rather just buy a new game. I could picture myself replaying this game in the future. Maybe if they made an Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2 or something. But because of the whole background story and the company and everything, I'm not trying not to spoil anything here. There would be no need to replay this. In my mind, there might be one. But in my mind, there would be no need to replay this. And then another kind of side objective, I guess, would be everything around in the office. Around the Abstergo offices. That's very interesting. Sorry, I kind of completely forgot to touch on this. It's very, very interesting. You can kind of just walk around, hack people's computers. A bunch of the more intellectual mini games, like in the older Assassin's Creed, can be found there. Okay, I forgot one thing. The multiplayer aspect. There is a multiplayer aspect to this. I've never been a big fan of Assassin's Creed multiplayer. And to be honest, I only played a couple rounds of this. I didn't really enjoy it. One thing that would have made this game so much better is if they included a co-op. You and another assassin going around assassinating targets on land and then getting in your ships and just crushing other ships. That would have been so entertaining, and then even have a competitive side where your ship and someone else's ship go head to head. That might have been entertaining. That might have just been a stalemate of who can hit the most mortars. I don't really know which. But, and then for the last thing, the overall rating of the game, I'm gonna give this an 8.2. Some major improvements is the free running, as you saw the derp video there. It was horrible. I didn't think I did anything wrong there, but it was just, that can be bad. The cool thing is they improved upon boat combat from the last game. That was very entertaining in the last game, and they centralized this game around it, so they knew what they were doing. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and have a good day.